community so that they are able to help us identify the most pressing problem in Karai community. Feel welcome. Thank you. I would like to invite Group 1 members to come and present.
My name is Silvia Blessings from Vineyard Girls High School, Naivasha, Group 1, Project 2023 presentation. In Group 1, we had the project title, which is Effects of Soil Fertility in Karai, that is Vineyard community, and their possible solutions. In Group 1, we identified 3 problems, starting with the most pressing issue, which was soil fertility, seconded by soil erosion, and lastly, inadequate rainfall. Our actual problem was soil fertility. This is the ability of the soil to supply its plants with their nutritional requirements for their growth and development. The soil around and within the school community is infertile. This has caused great loss to the farmers, especially when there is high market demand. If one of the nutrients is needed is in low supply, plant growth is limited and the crop yields are reduced. Causes of soil fertility. First, burning of vegetation cover. When vegetation is burned, humus is destroyed, leading to the destruction of the soil structure. The accumulation of the ash formed after the burning will cause unavailability of some nutrients in the soil. Secondly, change in soil pH. This may be brought about by use of fertilizers. Changes in soil pH affect the activity of microorganisms as well as the availability of soil nutrients. Thirdly, soil erosion. This is the process of the top fertile soil being carried away. This is caused by water, wind, and animals. It leads to loss of good soil and plant nutrients, rendering the soil infertile. In vineyard community, erosion is mainly caused by wind and water. Lastly, monocropping. This is the practice of growing one type of crop for over a long period of time. This results to exhaustion of some particular nutrients, resulting to their deficiency in the following years. Furthermore, the crops grown exploits nutrients from a certain zone where the roots can reach. The soil in that zone becomes infertile as far as monocropping is concerned. I'd like to invite Ruth Mihagi to discuss the effects.
The effects of soil fertility in Karai community are as follows. The first one is soil erosion. Soil erosion is the carrying away of the top fertile soil. It is caused by water, wind, and animals. It leads to loss of good soil and plant nutrients, rendering soil infertile. Such soils can neither supply the necessary plant nutrients nor give adequate anchorage to plants. The second one is monocropping. This is the practice of growing one type of crop on a piece of land over a long period of time. It is also referred to as monoculture. The crop grown uses only these nutrients it needs, while other nutrients remain unused. This results in exhaustion of some particular nutrients, leading to the deficiency in the following years. The crop grown exploits nutrients from a certain zone where roots can reach. The zone becomes infertile as far as that particular crop is concerned. The third one is change in soil pH. This may be brought about by the use of fertilizer, for example, application of acid fertilizers. In an area over a long period of time, it may lower the soil pH. The last one is burning of vegetation cover. When vegetation cover is burnt, organic matter destroys the organic matter that is destroyed, leading to the destruction of soil structure. Also, microbial activities are interfered with, such as nitrogen fixation and decomposition of organic matter, thus making the soil to lose fertility. I would like to welcome Shanice.
The alternative solution that we identified are as follows. The first one is crop rotation. This is done by growing different types of crops on the same field in an orderly sequence. This is to avoid monocropping. It helps to control pests and disease and also weeds. The second one, control of soil pH. This can be controlled by either liming or by use of acidic fertilizer. Liming is a treatment of the soil with liming materials. The discourage the burning of vegetation. This practice should be discouraged and should be replaced by any other method of land clearing. This is discouraged because the fire may spread to other forms and soil and organisms are destroyed. Proper drainage. This can be done by breaking the hard layers of living drainage such as the hard pan. Where poor drainage is a result of poor soil texture and structure. Water channels can be used or crops can be grown on raised beds such as cultivated beds. Weed control. Weeds compete with crops for nutrients, soil moisture, space, and sunlight. Solution of inadequate water. The first one is planting of trees. Trees such as eucalyptus in waterlogged soils as they lose a lot of water through transpiration. As they lose water, absorption of water from the soil that take place, thus draining the excess water. The second, construction of boreholes. These are deep holes drilled or sunk into the ground by using drilling machines up to the parent rock. Special pumps are used to lift water out of the holes. I would like to invite you.
In group 1, we have some reasons why crop rotation is our best alternative. The first one is control of soil erosion. Crop planted in rows such as maize should be alternated with cover crop, which ensure that empty space that are left during the establishment of the row crops are well protected. The second is control of weeds. Parasitic weeds which are specific to the grass family's crop can be controlled by planting that grass crop for a period of time. The third one is maximum utilization of nutrients. Different crops vary in their nutrients requirement in terms of type of nutrients and deep depth of absorption. Deep-rooted crops absorb nutrients from deep layers of the soil compared to the shallow-rooted crops that absorb nutrients just below the surface. The fourth one is improvement of soil fertility. When leguminous crops are included in rotational programs, they help in improving the soil fertility through nitrogen fixation. The fifth one and the last one is control of soil-borne pests and disease buildup. Some pests and diseases are specific in various crop families. Such crops are well attacked. Such crops attack crops of the same family. I would like to welcome Charlotte.
In Group 1, we identified members who will help us implement the project. First, George Ondoro from Naivasha will help us with manure application. Second, Ms. Jenga from Limuru will provide us with the inputs. Third, Damas Kanyoko from Vineyard will be advisor on the project. Fourth, Fedrista Kahiga from Vineyard, project implementation. Fifth, Mercy Alena from Karai, project implementation. In Group 1, we also identified how the group members will benefit with the project implementation. First, enables the students to be able to have a positive attitude towards work. Second, the members will be able to know and conserve the environment so as to maintain the soil structure and fertility. Third, members are able to learn on control measures concerning soil fertility in the school community. Fourth, members will be able to acquire skills which may be of greater importance in future. 5, one is able to get a better understanding on the theory when in the field practical. We also came up with how the school in general will benefit from the project implementation. First, the school community will be able to learn the measures to improve soil fertility. Example, soil testing. Second, the community will not dwell on growing of one crop, but will be able to grow different types of crops on the land. Third, the community will get a better understanding on the theory when in the field. Fourth, the community will be able to have a positive attitude towards work. I would like to welcome Blessing to continue with the key activity.
plan to carry out during the project implementation. First, mulching. A light mulch is applied on the nursery bed before the seedlings emerge to conserve moisture and control soil erosion. Secondly, watering. Nursery bed is watered using drip irrigation so as to conserve water. Third, weed control. Weeds are uprooted to minimize competition with the crops. Fourth, pricking out. Overcrowded seedlings are removed and planted in a second nursery bed. Shading. A light shade is erected over the nursery bed to protect the young seedlings from the scorching of the sun. Pest and disease control. The pest and disease control are controlled through application of appropriate pesticides. Hardening off. This is the making of the seeds to adapt to ecological conditions prevailing in a seed bed. Removal of mulch. Mulch should be removed immediately the seedlings emerge to prevent attenuation. When I talk about attenuation, it means the stems grow thin and they become elongated with yellow leaves. Root trimming. The taproots are cut to encourage development of lateral branching of roots and ease of lifting the seedlings. Lastly, application of foliar feeds fertilizers. This is to boost growth and development of seedlings. I would like to invite you.
In Group 1, we were able to draw a work plan and schedule of activities for the project, including the timelines. They are as follows. The first one was nursery bed preparation, which was carried out on February 25, 2023. The second one was planting of seeds in the nursery bed. It was also carried out on the 25th of February 2023. The third one was management practices, such as the first one was mulching. After nursery establishment, a light mulch should be applied on the bed. However, it should be removed on the fourth day as soon as the seed